Well, I just ate a salad. And why do I feel like I ate a burger? But Aaron Navarro, anyways, Aaron Navarro is still trending on Twitter. So I had to just make another video and talk about the whole situation about her and Van Jones, getting into it on The View today. So let's talk about it. So are y'all liking the new channel, the new format, everything with the video? I know I get a lot of compliments because I say basically, and I do apologize if that really annoys you, but sometimes you guys just nitpick at small things and just do it to be petty like me, because I'm petty. But I hope everyone enjoys the new formats. Okay, so hello, welcome to JOA. If you're new to my channel, please click subscribe and click the bell so you will be the first to know when I upload. I'd really appreciate it if you do subscribe and do click the bell. I want you guys to watch this clip. I'm sure you probably watched it of Aaron Navarro basically going in on Van Jones, and they'll come back with some more.
Look, I lost a lot of Republican followers and people who trusted me in the Republican Party because of the positions I took against Trump. And Sonny is right. You've lost a lot of people who trusted you and who saw you as a voice because of the positions you took during Trump. And in 2016, you and I were probably the two most vocal critics of Trump during the campaign on CNN, to the point where it was reported that Jared Kushner went in and met with executives at our parent company and asked that you and I be fired. And then, all of a sudden you show up working with a nepotism Barbie and nepotism Ken, and you work and showing up, in pictures with Eric Trump and with Candace Owens. And so I think there's people who wonder, and I'm one of them, how did that evolution happen? How did you go from being this very principled critic of the Trump administration, as I was, to all of a sudden being in the White House, celebrating with them, and being, and posing for pictures with Candace Owens? I mean, can you explain the evolution to people who are puzzled by it?
There's no evolution. When Obama was in office, I was working with Newt Gingrich. I was working with Republicans then to get people out of prison, to put the people first. When you are in federal prison, you don't get to vote. You don't get to be on Twitter. You have you have no opportunity to impact what's going on. As much time as I spent in the Obama White House working with them trying to get people out of prison, if I then said we have a new president, I'm not going in there for 4 years or 8 years, it was never then about the people behind bars. It was about me. I am proud to have worked on the First Step Act, which passed on a bipartisan landslide and supported by people like Hakeem Jeffries and Nancy Pelosi to get that done. And I was a person who's willing to go in there, and I will do it with every president to get people home from prison. And I continue to critique Donald Trump. If you look at the coverage on CNN, I would critique him every single day. That would never go viral. Then when I would say anything to give him any credit, it would go viral. And so we have a world now where if 95% of what I've said on CNN, I wouldn't even be on CNN if I weren't doing my job as a Democratic critic of the Republican Party. But when they do something right, I'm going to say it. And then I'll get beat up for saying it. And I don't get the 95% credit. But that's what we're trying to fix. Yes,
Van, you did
I work
things
with
like,
Republicans and Democrats, and I give them credit where it's due, and I kick them in the butt when it's due.
But you did things like take smiling pictures with Candace Owens, who I think is very hurtful. Okay, do you not regret that? Do you not see that you're giving her legitimacy? You don't regret taking pictures, smiling pictures with Candace Owens? I mean, how does that help the issue?
And
you're going to have to take it outside. Thanks to Van Jones.
Here's my whole opinion on the situation. I did not even know that Van Jones was subjected to being fired. I knew Aaron Navarro was basically subjected to being fired. Oops, I said basically, I'm sorry. I knew Trump wanted her fired. I knew Trump had a petition out there to get Aaron Navarro fired. And I talked about this on my channel, but I did not know about Van Jones. So in reality, the video that I posted before this, I did say that Van Jones basically got blackballed. He got blackballed because he said that Republicans are a-holes, and he basically just also mentioned that Bush did not stop 9/11. He didn't really care about it, so he resigned as a former advisor for the Obama administration. But since Aaron Navarro made that clear on air that he almost got fired as well, I do strongly believe, like I said in the last video, but I didn't know until she said it, that he's changing, or he's trying to balance between both parties because he's trying to save his job. Now, I don't know why a lot of you guys said in the comments below that why can't Democrats and Republicans come together? I did not say that. I said I don't think Van Jones is the person to have those two people come together, because here he is taking a picture with Candace Owens. And if you've been a subscriber to my channel for months, you'll know that I tried to give the woman a chance. Y'all know I posted her on my community page, and I said I actually like Candace Owens. I'm not gonna lie, when I do watch her speak, she commands the room, and I like how her presence is on camera and how she just speaks. When she talks, you listen. You know, she's really great at that. Kind of reminds me of Remy Ma when she raps. It's like she commands the stage, she commands the room, and that's star quality right there. But however, over time, I've watched her little podcast on the Prague University thing on her YouTube channel, and some things she says about the LGBT community, comparing, you know, trans community to mental illnesses, because her uncle thought he was Superman and he had an illness, and the two didn't compare. And her whole interview with some conservative Muslim guy, and you know, Candace Owens thinks she knows everything, but she doesn't. And who really gives a damn that Harry Styles wearing a dress? Why are you worrying about Harry Styles wearing a dress when your husband looks way more feminine than Harry Styles? Then Candace Owens basically said that she's going to write a book about toxic masculinity, and, you know, accused AOC of lying, saying she was not at the Capitol siege. And after people pointed out that she was, because there were pictures of them two there, she did not even retract her statement and apologize. So, yeah, I'm not really for him being with somebody of that nature who keeps tweeting about the left, keeps saying the left, keeps saying this about the left. The whole rhetoric basically started when Trump got in office, and when you keep tweeting the left when you are conservative, you're only furthering dividing the nation, which is the reason why I cannot subject myself to like Van Jones. Because if you're taking pictures with Candace Owens, you're taking pictures with Jared Kushner, if you're taking pictures with Casper the Ghost and Lord Voldemort, then how the hell am I supposed to believe, and how the hell are you supposed to have the credibility to actually work with both sides? Now, of course, Megan McCain the Filth is also going to bring her dad up into the equation. Girl, I don't want to hear about your father. I don't want to hear about him. And yes, he was, you know, a respectful man, a respectful Republican, and I saw his interviews. He's very respectful. But, you know, the man did denounce the Martin Luther King holiday. The man does come from family with slavery, and the slave plantation is still in what I believe Mississippi. So, Megan McCain, we don't need you to basically always bring up your father, because you are a product of a woman who was a mistress to your father, who basically cheated while he was still married to a woman after he came back from the war, because your father missed so much out of life that he wanted to marry a woman 40 years younger than himself, well, 20 something years younger than himself, and denouncing the woman that he already gave birth to babies and stuff, and being married, and shocking her till this day. And you know, you never mention her because you are the product of that mistress, Cindy McCain. So I tried to give Candace Owens a chance. I really did. And you guys, I lost a lot of subscribers, and people really got pissed off at me, thought I was trolling. I even tried to give Trump a chance, even though he denounced and gave a Muslim ban to specific countries, not Saudi Arabia, but to specific countries that basically isn't as rich as Saudi Arabia. It doesn't do any business dealings with him. And I still gave the man a chance when even his Middle Eastern peace deal was a bunch of BS, because here I am hearing that the other side in Palestine, the Israelis, are basically cutting off electricity. They're cutting off phone lines to people, and my mother can't even get in touch with her cousin due to the regime over there back home. So I'm all for peace. I'm all for everybody in conclusivity, like everybody coming together. I can't speak at the moment. I'm all for everyone to like and welcome everyone. But when you have someone like Van Jones, who's best friends with a woman named Candace Owens, or who's basically best friends with the family that always tweet the left this and the left that, and that further divides the nation, I can't be a part of that, or I can't have confidence in someone who's like that. That's just really isn't the person who I am, and I'm not about to demonize my morals over someone who basically says that he tries to balance out when years ago he called the Republican Party a-holes and he almost lost his career. So I would like us to come together. I would like us to be inclusive to one another, but that's just not how the world works. There's evil versus good. There's good versus evil. Not saying one side is more evil than the other. I personally don't care if people in my personal life are Trump supporters. I like to have an open mind, and I like to hear why, as long as there's no sense of racial insensitivity or being prejudiced or racist. And other than that, I don't care. In fact, I had customers and even people who I know in my personal life that I enjoy talking to who do support Trump, and I like to hear their reasons. And for most of the time, it's all about money, or most of the time, it's usually like an elderly person who basically says that Trump cares about the military and the Navy, or that, you know, the common rhetoric of the right saying, I don't want a country like Venezuela, I don't want socialism. So most of the time, it's people who really do not even know about politics, don't know what to say or how to say it at all, don't know what to talk about, and really just excuse the rhetoric of Donald Trump and really are just looking for results, which in reality we really didn't receive any results, because we're still under a pandemic under his hands that could have been gone several months ago. But at the same time, Aaron Navarro, I heard that you got a little bird under your stone. Okay, so I know on camera you're anti-Trump, you're anti-this, you're anti-that, but I heard from a little birdie that you was at a club one time before you got fully married, and you know you did a thing or two behind your husband's back. Just saying, I don't know. And also with Amanda Seales basically left out that tweet, and I basically did a report on it, and Aaron Navarro basically said that Trump is under a phase during the earlier part of his term, and this is after. You know, I didn't know banning Muslim countries is a phase. I didn't know that. And she said that after the fact. So, you know, but she's Latina. You know, a lot of them, they want to get down when they want to get down. And they want to go to the other side when they go to the other side. But, you know, I like the woman, but come on now. You know, she got her account, but before she got her account, she had some fun while she was engaged. Just saying, I don't think he knows that. But anyways, let me know what you think in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you'll be the first to know when I upload. If y'all want me to do a video on it, I may spill the tea, but Aaron Navarro know what I'm talking about. She watched my channel before. I know for a fact. You know, because her husband tweeted me multiple times. Deuces! Yay!